Hello everybody, I'm here at one of my hunting spots. I want to put in a late food plot. Over here is the apple tree. There's my homemade sprayer. Two 15-gallon barrels on there. Using the Pronto Big and Tough by Gordon's. And right over here is where I usually put my ground blind. Every once in a while I do set it over by the trees over there, or I just sit on a stump or something over there. There's also a spot just in through here too that I tuck myself away. Tuck myself right in there, and right here's the apple tree. I'm starting to get some color on them apples already. That's one of them tasty apple trees. But anyways, this is the area where I was going to put the food plot in. I'm going to try to leave that brush there without getting too much stuff on it. Got a slight breeze today, hopefully it won't be too bad. And pulling it with the old Honda, 1986 Honda 4-Tracks. A little bit of cow manure on there because I just had to go through the pasture over there. The yard trailer I picked up for, I think it was $20. Had some angle iron around from property we'd bought. Same with the barrels. Welded the angle iron together. Drilled some holes for the mounting. And also welded two pieces together right there. Had to pick up a hose, nozzles, stuff like that. Had the RV pump already from an old RV I had, and hopefully she does the job good. Alright, I'll try to take some video of while I'm spraying. Okay, this is what it looks like after we sprayed. We're going to hit some of it with the little weed whacker. Got my buddy Billy here. Got the tractor out. We're all set to roll. We'll take pictures as we go on. Okay, we just put the Slam Dunk by Antler King in the spreader. For testing purposes, we went up to that bush there. The rest of it we're just going to plant with radish. Oh, this job would have went a lot easier if we didn't use the disc and we actually had a rototiller on there. But as you can see, it doesn't look too bad. It's supposed to rain a little bit later tonight, and it's already getting a little bit late, so I'm going to come back over tomorrow with a little board and a chain and drag this all down unless I get time yet tonight. But hopefully it'll turn out pretty good. Thank you. Okay, we got done running a chain across it. I'll set up trail camera maybe tomorrow or next day. Record the growth as deer come by. Right now it's September 2nd. I believe we've had about 12 days of growing, maybe 13. This is the Antler King Slam Dunk side. Now if you notice, that ground is awfully moist. We even have some sections over there that kind of divot down. You can kind of see over here how much rain we had. All the deer tracks in there, and they just sink down pretty good and sliding. And now remember, our dividing line was this bush here. Now there were several factors that played into this. For one, we probably didn't cover it right, and the second, we got doused with a lot of rain. I did get some trail camera pictures of turkeys in here too, and since I didn't have it covered properly, I'm sure the turkeys ate a bunch of the seed too. But once again, this is the Antler King Slam Dunk side. Even in the spots that are bare, there is still stuff coming up. And over here, that's just the radishes. You can kind of tell when we drove the chain across it, how it made little rows in there. So I'm sure quite a bit of the stuff that didn't get covered by the rows, the turkeys ended up eating on me. We got quite a few spots that look like they didn't get covered at all, or got rained out. I'm not sure if I'm going to put my ground blind in over there. I was actually thinking about in that scrub brush right there. Be 30 yards to here, 20 yards to the edge of the food plot, and 40 yards to the opposite side. So that way it gives me some great markers. I don't use a rangefinder, which I know a lot of people do. A lot of times when the deer come in, they don't give you much time to grab that rangefinder. You just have time to grab your bow, aim, pick a good spot, and shoot. And in here is where I was thinking about putting my ground blind. It's a little bit of a hill here, looks like an ant hill, and a kind of little cubby hole in there. I'll walk around and get in there. Nice little open area. If you see, I could see out to my scrub brush thing out by the food plot. I can also see out this way if the deer are coming over from there. And I can also have a window over here. Not much to see back here, so the door will be back here. The apple tree is on the other side of the bush here. Deer do come through here up to the apple tree. They also come up to the apple tree from the hillside over here, also over there. I was thinking of putting the ground blind over here by this dirt pile, but I think it'd be a lot better concealed in here. I shouldn't have to brush it in at all. I might actually try to use one of my ice fishing shanties. I got a bunch of brush laying over there I could brush it in with. The main reason is my bow hunting ground blind got a little crushed last year. We had a bunch of snow that came in and I just never took it down, and I was still planning on hunting in it, which I did, and it just collapsed in, ripped the hubs right out of the wall, and it's a mess. But there's what that food plot looks like from over here. I looked at options of putting tree stands up in there, and any suitable trees for the stands that I have would be probably about a good 25-30 yard shot just to the edge of that food plot. Be the same with the tree over here. I'd have to get up in there quite a ways, which it is possible. A little late for tree trimming though, as far as to get some shooting lanes out of there. So I think my only option is the ground blind. Like I said, almost 2 weeks of growth. We planted 2 weeks ago Wednesday. Today is Tuesday. And one more day would be 2 weeks. So hopefully we got a lot more deer on the trail camera. We did see a nice 8-pointer on trail camera. A couple of young fawns coming in, which them I like to see just as much as the bucks. And of course those in here used to have my trail camera set right up on this dirt pile here. I had it set right in here, and I even had a skunk walk right through here, right in front of the camera. Not gonna post that picture online, but then I had a little hawk. He landed on that little dirt pile in front of the camera too and stared right in. Got a bunch of turkeys in here. Like I said earlier, they were in here eating seed. And speaking of seed, you can kind of tell we tried to cover this up a little bit through here, and we didn't quite get the edge too good. But there is some stuff sprouting in here if you look. So maybe it did, and just a matter with the rain, or it got planted a little deeper. But we'll have to see. We got a few sprouts sticking out there. Not too much towards the edge. My friend Billy, he planted out, he did over here, and I started over there. You can tell I threw her on pretty thick. And like I mentioned about the rain, you can tell how saturated this ground is yet. It did not rain today yet. I mean, I can make a nice print in there, and it's gushy. Some more deer tracks, even some old ones that got plastered with the rain. We had about 3 inches of rain the other night, just in one storm. So it just goes to show you that rain is not always a good thing, especially when it's too much rain. Could have used some sun. Right now today it is sunny. If you look up into the clouds, there's some dark ones up there. Not rain clouds yet, but they're calling for more rain in the forecast for later tonight. Update for the food plot 2014. This side was the radishes that we got from the local farm co-op, and this side was the Antler King. As you could tell, they mowed a lot of it down. Right after we planted, we got hit with lots of rain, sometimes several inches a day, and it was basically raining, you might as well say, about 17 days out of the next 20 days after I planted. And very little sun. It didn't give it too much of a chance to grow. We will try to do a little bit better next year and see what we can come up with. Alright, thank you for watching.